Good morning, Cypress Village residents, and welcome to Virtual Coffee Chat. My name is Ty Morgan, Executive Director, and today is Friday, July 29th. I hope everybody's off to a great start today, and we're glad that you tuned in as well to our Friday Coffee Chat for all the latest and greatest updates going on around the village. So stay tuned, and I will cap it off with a few bullet points myself, and we will wrap it up at that point. So enjoy. See you soon.
Hello, Cypress Village. This is Laurel Mundell, your Director of Administrative Services. For starters, I want to give some major kudos to Marcus Dickey, the security manager. He hosted an excellent fraud prevention lecture with the residents just this last week, and he says that he would like to do that on a quarterly basis. So if you missed that, we'll make sure to let you all know his next one that he's going to do. He'll do a lot of the same information, but tweak it and change it up each time, so it's always a little different. Moving forward, we will do a recording so that we can do a replay of it. He heard a lot of feedback. Everybody liked it so much they wanted to see it again, or they wanted to catch it on YouTube. So moving forward, we will record that. And then also the guard tour system. He went around physically the last couple days putting in all of the check-in points throughout the building. So the only thing that remains now for the guard tour system is just the mailboxes on the outside. If you see any little tiny silver button battery type things, that's what they are. Don't put in a work request for maintenance to remove them. They're supposed to be there. So once that's going, then we'll share with you some of our findings. Once the guards go through, I'll let you know some of the benefits and improvements that new system has created. The elevator presentation, that was supposed to occur on Monday the 25th, and I do apologize. We did not hear from our speaker that he was going to be unable to attend that day, so there was no cancellation notice that we sent out. I am following up with him to see if there's a time to reschedule, but I haven't heard anything yet. So I do apologize. I'm very disappointed myself, quite honestly. If you have any questions for him in the meantime, you can email me those questions, and I'll see at the very least if I can get a response to some of the specific questions you have, and then do an update on Coffee Chat or blast it out in email or in the newsletter. Directories, your resident directories. The last time to pick those up in a very convenient, organized fashion is today from noon to 2 in the main lobby. Moving forward, I think we'll have them available at the concierge desk, but I'm going to have to see where we're at with that. So for sure, stop by today if you haven't already to pick up your directory between 12 and 2 in the main lobby right after the car show. And every household gets one free copy of the resident directory. If you would like additional copies, let them know. You can get them then. We're just going to charge your resident account $7 for every additional copy. You can see that was printed in the fee schedule if you have any questions. The tea party was so lovely on Saturday, the ladies' tea. Thank you so much for coming out. I want to see, the next time when we have one, I want to see more bonnets, though I think we had about 4 to 6 ladies who had their beautiful bonnets out. And it was such a hit that Lisa Drew and I are going to plan another one in the next few months, so be on the lookout for your activities newsletter. But thank you all for your kind words. I had a lot of emails and phone calls saying how much you enjoyed, and I'm so glad. Regarding the app, I have a couple updates. Dining reservations, when you are making them from an Android device, so basically anything that's not an iPhone, an Apple product, we've noticed that sometimes they send out these funky responses that says that you're scheduling it for January 1st, 1970. So clearly that's an error. It's a bug in the actual web coding. So that's something that I'm working with our provider to fix. But in the meantime, you can make reservations still on the online platform. So if you open up Safari or Internet Explorer, Google Chrome, whatever your internet icon is, click on that and go to cypressvillageapp.com, and you'll be able to see the same app platform there. You can submit your reservations through that, and still on the dining page, just like you would see on your mobile device, and you can submit them that way and they will go through on the correct date and time. It's just a funny app thing. So like I said, I'm looking into how that'll be fixed. Housekeeping services, they're resuming on a weekly basis coming up, so keep sending in those satisfaction surveys. Regardless of how your service is, if it was awesome, if there was something a little lackluster, please give us feedback through the app on the satisfaction survey tile. We have loads of surveys for housekeeping, for Middleton's, 4600, the Loon's Nest, landscaping. So please keep sending those to us. We're going to watch the trends, and it's very telling to see if we're on the right track as far as managers and leaders based off of your satisfaction. But of course, the more responses we get, the more accurate it is. So please continue to do those every time that you receive a service. I think that's it for me today. So I hope you all have a great rest of your day, great weekend, and I will see you around the village.
All right, hey, good morning, everybody. Happy Coffee Chat. Dave with the maintenance department. Couple updates. Number one, I believe we were currently up to date with all locks on the houses and the apartments. I know it took a long time, but all the brass locks came in. We've got them all changed out. We have Albert back in the fold. He is back from vacation. Next week he'll be painting doors. So if you don't know if you're on the list or you have any questions, call CJ or Jennifer and just make sure that you're on it and ready to go. The elevators, de-elevator is up and running, both sides. The pump's been fixed. They had rewiring issues. I know there's still a problem on 6 with the up button, but that's coming in hopefully today or Monday. All right, the well on East got replaced and fixed this week. That was really good. So we're not supposed to get a lot of rain in the next 2 weeks, so it came in just in time. We have a couple other items coming up. The green roof is in permitting. That's exciting. So we're not far away from that starting. We're thinking the middle to August. The AL renovation is going to start towards the end of August, so we're working on that timeline as well. The C entry door has been repaired. You need the fob to get in there now. So if you have been one of those people who've been forgetting your fob and just walking in, that's going to be a problem. And that's all I got this week, so have a great weekend. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm Barbara Hooper, and I'd like to speak to you for a couple of minutes about the Cypress log. The Cypress log has been produced by residents and for residents since 1995. We appreciate those of you who have given to our fundraising campaign so this tradition can be continued. In the last couple of years, printing costs have escalated. The survey that we put out a few months ago that many of you responded to indicated to us that you would still like to get a paper copy of the Cypress log in your in-house box or your kiosk tube. But contributions so far will not allow us to do that. We would need to raise $15,000 in order to put a log in your box every month, and so far we've raised about $9,000. So if you haven't donated yet, or if you would like to donate again, we would appreciate your giving us that consideration. Realize that right now, it's too late to contribute early to our fundraising campaign, but it's not too late to contribute late. So write your check, put it in the C-140 box in the library, and help the Cypress log continue to produce the log and put it in your box. Thank you very much.
Good morning, Cypress villagers. What are you all doing sitting there? Get outside and go to the car show. That's where I'll be. Anyway, no, I want to talk to you today about the car show, but also it's almost August. If you can believe it, Monday's August 1st. So your August calendar, newsletter, and sign-up sheet will be delivered on Saturday. There are a couple of changes on the sign-up sheet. You will see them on there. I put them on there in red. When you sign up for a ticketed event, you are agreeing to be responsible for the price of that ticket. And if you do need to reschedule after you've been confirmed, even if it's more than 24 hours, you will be responsible for finding a replacement. We'll give you the names on the wait list, and you can find someone from there to take your place. We're also going to ask you to start indicating your preferences if you sign up for more than one event with numbers. So your first preference would be number 1, your second number 2, and so forth. And that's so that we can fairly allocate the seats. If someone signs up for 6 things and they get their sheet in early, but someone signs up for 1 thing and they come in a few days later, we want to make sure that that person who only wanted 1 will be able to get a seat for that activity. So I appreciate your following those new guidelines as we try to just make sure that we fairly allocate the spaces, because we want to make sure everybody has a chance to participate, and it just seems like we're getting a lot of sign-ups, so that's good. That's the upside of it. Also, I wanted to tell you that next week on Thursday, August 4th, is the 232nd birthday of the Coast Guard. I had no idea the Coast Guard has been around since 1790. In any case, we don't have any Coast Guard vets here, but we have invited some Coast Guards, Coasties, from the local Mayport station to come over and join us. So I think 5 or 6 of them are going to come over. It will be 1 o'clock in Egret Hall. We'll have cake and some little light bites. So come on down, meet some Coast Guard folks, and mix and mingle with some vets. And that's all I have for you today. Now get out to that car show.
Good morning and welcome to Coffee Chat once again. Happy Friday to everyone. I'm excited to let everybody know that we're finishing up with our deep clean of the building. We've done tremendous work throughout all of our common areas. The housekeeping department has come together, working really hard to make sure that all of these areas are how they should be for you. One thing I do want to mention, we're not able to do the deep carpet shampooing because during the day it's a little difficult with the high traffic and things like that. We want to make sure we keep everyone as safe as possible. So thank you for all the support, for all the patience that you had with me and my team. I do ask of you to please bear with me. I know there's a new schedule coming out. I am doing my best to make sure I keep everyone as happy as possible. I'm working hard on that, and I'm trying to do the best I can. We will be taking requests for the schedule to try to make any changes and accommodate anything that we can for those of you that want to either keep your housekeeper or your same day and things like that. We will do the best we can to make sure that happens. I just want everybody to understand that we're doing these schedule changes because our housekeepers right now are just running all over the building, and we want to cut that off and clean that up as much as possible. Put them in a more secluded area where they can take care of a certain amount of apartments a day in one floor and not have to go from one floor to another. And also, we want to make sure we put fresh eyes in other areas. Some people are stronger in some things than other, and I believe that by changing them around, we can make sure that everything gets taken care of how it should. I plan on making these schedule changes quarterly, so that way we can keep them going and move them around as much as possible and get fresh eyes throughout the building more frequently. Once again, I thank you all for your patience. Thank you for supporting me and my team. We want to do everything we can to make this service as best as possible for you all. If you have any questions, please email me. Any suggestions, any comments, any feedback, send me an email. I will be glad to get back to you as soon as possible. We're going to keep working hard to make sure we give you all the services that you all deserve. See you next time.
Hi, good morning everybody. Happy Coffee Chat. It's me, Susan McLean. I just have a couple of things to talk about today, not a whole lot. So a couple of things that I want to let you know about is that this Wednesday in the Wellness Center, it is house cycle delivery and also Tower A tower delivery. So just come on down and pick up your medications. And also, we've had a lot of new residents that have recently moved in, and I would like to remind everybody to wear your little name tags. That way we get to know you a lot better and become more familiar with each other. So just remember to do that and just be friendly and kind to everybody. And also, like Laurel mentioned last week on Coffee Chat about the retractable leashes for your pets, Please see about, changing those out, going to a regular leash and not the retractable. The retractable leashes, while they're nice and they're easy, can cause a trip hazard. They could also cause your little pet to get tangled up and can cause an injury to them as well. So for that matter, retractable leashes are no longer allowed here at Cypress. And I'm sorry if that upsets people, but we're doing it for your safety and well-being also. And it was brought to my attention that y'all loved what I did last week on Coffee Chat with the COVID test, that you wanted me to demonstrate how to do the ones that you get from the government. So here we go again, everybody. All right, so you want to have everything ready, and these are the drops that are go in here once you swab your nose. Again, it's the same thing, the little swab. You're going to do 10 seconds on each side. Other side. All right, now that is done. You're going to open up your drops. You're going to squeeze them in the little tube here. Then after you've emptied that, you simply stick your Q-tip down in here and swab it around. And then once you've swabbed it around, you just remove it. You want to take the tip off so it'd be easy to squeeze and drop. So you're going to do 3 drops. And then it says you wait 15 minutes. So we'll show you my results in 15 minutes. All right, everybody, that's all I have for you this week. Have a safe and well weekend, and don't forget the car show. Go enjoy what Lisa is bringing to you.
Hello Cypress Village, it's Jennifer Ames from Dining. I have a couple updates for you for our dining department. First, I know everyone is anxious to see the new Loon's Nest buffet offerings for next week and for August. I wanted to let you know that we will be offering a weekly menu for the Loon's Nest, just like we do in Middleton's, that will come out. And the first of those menus will come out with your weekly update this week. Second, we did decide to close down the bridge of 4600 to the Middleton's Diners. We're trying to keep the 4600 area very exclusive, and we're also looking at opening up more reservations for that area. So unfortunately, we won't be able to use it for overflow seating from the Middleton's buffet anymore. Thank you for all of your understanding and for coming to see us in all of our venues. We love having you, and stay tuned for more updates. We'll see you later.
All right, I'm back, and I hope everybody is getting their fill of information from our fellow directors here at Cypress Village. I just had a few things I wanted to touch upon. Last week, obviously, myself and a few other directors were out of town. We were attending the Leading Age Association in convention in Orlando. So we were basically out the entire week. Right after the convention, I had to drive home from Orlando, grab my son, and drive him back to Orlando for a big golf tournament that he had, and he did really well. He got 7th place, and he's playing against some older 14-year-olds, so we were very happy with that. But it was a very productive week. We got a lot of information that we're going to share with the team. And we're actually going to schedule a little retreat in the next couple weeks to really gather our thoughts and ideas and planning so we can really get prepared for 2023. We want 2023 to be our breakout year for operations here at Cypress Village and resident satisfaction. It's been a tough couple years, and we're hoping that this is going to be the last of these times. So more to come with that, but we are glad to be back. I also wanted to announce that we had a full day of interviews yesterday, 5 to be exact. Second interviews, which were panel interviews for our Director of Dining Services position. We did all unanimously agree at the end that we had one candidate that we were interested in pursuing. This particular candidate has a large history of experience with country club settings, primarily with the TPC organization. I believe he was with them for 18 years, and he even opened up the clubhouse here at TPC. A very interesting gentleman, and we are going to be making an offer and talking to him over today and throughout the weekend to see if we can get together on terms and conditions to make him an offer he'll accept. So more to come on that, but that's good news. We're at least making some progress there. Also, next Friday, just a reminder, we've got our second edition of Cypress Village Unfiltered in the Egret Hall right after Coffee Chat. So if you're interested in coming in and hearing about that, please do. There are several ways to put in questions or information you would like management to address. There is a box in the library that you can it can be anonymous or it doesn't have to be. Just write down what you'd like us to discuss. We'll collect it. And the other one is life@cypressvillageretirement.com. Just had to clarify that. If you don't want to do a handwritten note, you can send an email into that email and we will collect that as well. We're going to try and condense it to the top 2 or 3 categories that residents are interested in hearing about, so we're not all over the place and we're more focused. So we look forward to that. And today, right now, if you're not out there, please join us for the car show. Lisa Drew and Community Life Services had put together a really nice event for us, and I am going to be out there as soon as this video concludes, and I'd love you to join myself and other residents and staff members. We hope it's going to be a great time. I'm sure it will. So we're looking forward to seeing everybody out there. COVID-19, the dreaded COVID-19. So right now there are several cases throughout the village. We have 5 confirmed cases that we are aware of in independent living in the houses. We've got 5 in the healthcare center, 2 in assisted living and memory care, and 6 staff members. So with that being said, I just looked up the statistics right before this video was filmed, and the county is currently at 27%, which is very high. I think the last spike we had, it peaked out at around 36%. I always try and find the silver lining in things, and what I saw on the charts and the numbers, it does look like it peaked just within the last few days because week over week it's showing a negative decline of about 1%. And what it's done historically as we've been tracking the virus is it peaks, takes quite a while to peak, and then after it peaks it quickly or precipitously decreases. So that's what we're hoping is going to happen this time as well. So more to come on that. And I think that is about all I have today. So I'm going to roll it into birthdays. So today we have 2 birthdays. We've got Mr. Charles Sanders and Julie Bryce. Happy birthday to you, Julie. I think Charles Sanders actually just relocated yesterday, which is very sad because he is a great guy. But anyway, happy birthday to you too, and especially Julie. On the 30th, we've got Miss Carol Mincer, Aileen Goldstein, Conrad Ponatowski, Dan Senecal, Janet Allen, our president, Tom Reed, and Mr. Doug Broxma. Wow, 7 birthdays on July 30th. Happy birthday to all of you residents. On the 31st, we've got 2. We've got Mr. Mort Krim and Miss Lunell Medley. Happy birthday, Lunell and Mort, on the 31st. To kick it off on August 1st, we've got 2 ladies that are going to celebrate their birthday. Miss Betty Tomlinson, Betty, and Ann Towery. Ann, happy birthday to you, and Betty on the 1st. On the 2nd, we've got Carolyn Solomon, Sarah Suarez Smith. And that's it on the 2nd. Happy birthday to you 2 ladies. And on the 3rd, we've got 3. We've got Miss Sarah Gordon, Caleb Herndon, and Mary Jane Sipple. Happy birthday to you 3 as well. And we're going to conclude with the 4th. Thursday, August 4th, we've got Mrs. Ruth Smith. Miss Smith, happy birthday. And Mr. Richard Wagner. Happy birthday to you, Richard, and all of the residents that we just mentioned. So, it's going to conclude another coffee chat for us here today. Thank you all for tuning in, and I hope it was beneficial. We'll see you around the village, and get out to the car show now. See you soon. Bye-bye. A couple residents in the loon's nest earlier this week told me not to put my head too far down because I've shown a lot of gray, so I'm going to try and cover that up a little bit. Tell me if this angle is better when I see you next.
Blah, blah, blah. And then...
Girl.
Again.
Take two.
Every week.
Lying. Stop laughing. Okay.
Action.
Good.
Hey, Marcus. He's a peach. He's a Georgia peach. At that middle part there where it says resident guest parking sign, where that is, put it on both. Hey, Katie, do you want to take a look at the train room? Oh my goodness. Did you know there was a sink back here? Whoa. Cool, huh?